Warning, the following take will offend the internet wrestling community. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, so a little bit of context for this next comment that I got. This comes from a video I made where I talked about Ricky Saints and his ability to use a microphone and how I felt like he held his own in AEW against guys like MJF and Adam Copeland. And this guy, AEW Chris, disagreed, and he came back and said, Ricky Saints is decent on a mic, but he did get cooked bad by MJF and Edge. Don't make excuses. The only AEW person that'll do anything in WWE is Cody, even though he's not even the best of the Rhodes boys. I see things so differently in regards to how Ricky Starks is what he was called when he was in AEW, how he handled himself in AEW. First off, let's go on record, right? MJF, top 5 on mic. Regardless of the company you're talking about, MJF is a top 5 guy on a microphone. And in my opinion, Ricky went toe-to-toe with MJF, and there's a part of me that believes he might have gotten the bigger reaction from the crowd, which is insane to me, right? Because MJF is that guy. The problem is, for guys like Chris and AEW fans and IWC sickos, you guys look at promos like rap battles and not like choreographed dances. AEW fans think that someone has to win the promo battle, and that is the downfall of your company entirely. The truth is, promos are supposed to have an agenda, and they need to be slightly scripted, and they need to forward the story. Now, when you get out there, you can say whatever you want, but there needs to be a goal in mind. If both guys go out there and they nail it, and both guys move the story forward, that's the ultimate goal. And I think with MJF and Ricky Saints, that's what happened. That is the reality of that is what happened in that moment. I don't really look at that as either guy got cooked. And to me, when you stand in the ring with a guy like MJF and you don't get cooked, that's a W. That was a W moment for Ricky. That was his coming out party. That was when I started to drink the Kool-Aid and go, I like this guy. I see what this guy could be. Ricky was able to let loose. The story called for him to kind of get out of the safety of a babyface persona, and he was able to really kind of lay in to MJF, and he showed when you take the chains off, he could go blow for blow. So that's why I say, in the MJF situation, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think, there's no way MJF cooked him as far as I'm concerned. Now, let's move on to the Adam Copeland situation, because that, to me, is extremely different, and it's very nuanced, and you have to look deeper into the psychology of wrestling to really see what happened in that situation. Ricky came out in character, and Adam Copeland was not prepared to have a promo battle with Ricky Starks in character. So what happened was, when Ricky Starks got a couple shots in, which is the AEW way, which I don't agree with, but that's kind of the rules of AEW. It's the Wild West of promos. Ricky Starks got a couple shots in. So instead of Edge, Adam Copeland, Cope, whatever you want to call him, instead of him thinking on his toes and staying in character, all Adam did was just take cheap shots at Ricky, while Ricky stayed in character and kept the story moving forward. The problem is, AEW fans just like naughty words. That's why y'all are a bunch of immature little kids running around, right? If somebody says like a no-no word, you guys get all excited. So when Adam Copeland goes, you're just a vanilla midget version of The Rock, y'all all lose your shit. But really what I saw was Adam Copeland stumbling to find words and just taking out of character shots at a guy and absolutely trying to bury him with the crowd. And then once again, Ricky fires back at Adam again with a couple nice shots. And what does Adam do? He starts interrupting Ricky Starks and throwing off his cadence of the promo, which is horrible promo etiquette. You have to let the guy finish. You cannot with, oh, whatever. That's immature, childish shit. When I saw that, it made me realize Adam Copeland is not the consummate professional that I thought he was. He actually is a guy really embraced an ego, and he was not about to let the younger AEW guy show him up. So instead of thinking on his toes, he took the low-hanging fruit. He took the easy way out, and he basically closed the door on Ricky Starks in AEW. So I don't see what you're seeing, Chris. I don't see when I went back and watched these two promos specifically before I decided what I was going to say today. And to me, this is why the fans in NXT chanted Tony fumbled. This is why they said it. I will stand 10 toes down, like Ricky Starks said in his promo, that you guys in AEW lost another absolute star. And you guys have fumbled 3 of the most commercially marketable. No, wait, fuck that. You guys have fumbled 4 absolute gems, commercially viable, marketable wrestlers. We talk CM Punk, Jade Cargill, Cody Rhodes, and now Ricky Saints. Like, holy shit. You could build a company around just those 4 guys, and those 4 people have walked out the door because your owner did not know how to use those 4 guys correctly. And we've seen it with Jade Cargill getting over. We've seen it with CM Punk becoming an absolute monster. We've seen it with Cody Rhodes being the wrestler of the year in the biggest wrestling company. I mean, Cody Rhodes is the biggest wrestler in the world, maybe not named Roman Reigns right now. And these all were people that were in your company in the last 5 years. Like that, to me, that's insane. You got to take a look in the mirror, and we got to stop calling these people out and stop saying that, we got to see things for what you got to speak truth, Chris. You can't, how you saw him get cooked, I'll never understand.